Today we bring you a very important story. India and China sat across the table trying to rebuild trust after the deadly Galwan clashes on 2020. In New Delhi at the historic Hyderabad House, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi met India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. Both leaders took part in the 24th round of the Special Representative Dialogue, the most important mechanism to discuss and manage the long-standing India-China border issue. NSA Ajit Doval, opening the talk, set the tone with caution's optimism. Quoting him, "Since then, the last 9 months, there has been an upward trend. Borders have been quiet. There has been peace and tranquility. Our bilateral engagements have been more substantial, and we are grateful to our leaders who, in Kazan last October, were able to set a new trend, and we have profited a lot since that." This reference was about the October 2024 meeting in Kazan, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Jinping agreed to review talks. The timing of this meeting is significant. For the past 1 year, the India-China border has remained largely peaceful, a sharp contrast to the tense standoff that followed the violent Galwan clash 5 years ago. Back in 2020, the Galwan Valley saw one of the deadliest border fights in decades. Troops clashed, lives were lost on both sides, and relations between India and China hit their lowest point. But today, both countries seem ready to put the past behind. Ajit Doval highlighted the progress made. He said the borders have remained quiet. Ties are improving, and praised Wang Yi for what he called his personal efforts in the progress. Wang Yi responded in the same spirit. Quoting him, "Stability is returning to the border. The recent setbacks were not in our interest. Both sides have identified goals, and we have agreed on a framework to better manage the border situation. This is the most significant issue of this relationship." This dialogue also carries extra weight because Prime Minister Modi is now set to visit China next month for the SCO summit in Tianjin. This will be the first visit since the Galwan clashes. Earlier on day 1 of his visit, Wang Yi met External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishnakar. Here, Jaishnakar made India's position clear. He said differences between India and China must not turn into disputes. The Ministry of External Affairs later confirmed that Jaishnakar also raised concerns about cross-border terrorism from Pakistan, reminding Wang Yi that one of the original objectives of the SCO was to fight terrorism. India also expressed concern about China's mega dam project on the upper reaches of the Brahmaputra River and asked for complete transparency. But Wang Yi brought some reassurances. He said China would ensure India's need for fertilizers, rare earth minerals, and tunnel boring machines are met. Later in the evening, Wang Yi met Prime Minister Modi and delivered a personal message and invitation from President Jinping for the SCO summit. PM Modi responded positively, quoting him, "I look forward to our next meeting in Tianjin on the sidelines of the SCO summit. Stable, predictable, constructive ties between India and China will contribute significantly to regional as well as global peace and prosperity." The Ministry of External Affairs said Modi also stressed the importance of a fair, reasonable and mutually acceptable resolution of the boundary question. Wang Yi echoed the sentiments, quoting him, "Now the bilateral relationship is facing an important opportunity for improvement and growth. History and reality proved once again that a healthy and stable China-India relationship serves the fundamental long-term interests of both of our countries. It is also what the developing countries all wanted to see." Ajit Doval too was upbeat. He recalled the last year's special representative talks in China as wonderful and said, "I am very hopeful that, like the last one, these 24th special representative level talks will be equally successful. Our Prime Minister will be visiting for the SCO summit shortly, and therefore this SR level talk assumes a very special importance. Meanwhile, the fingers point out that this warming up comes at a time when India's relations with the United States are facing trade-related uncertainties. While Russia, India and China are deepening their conversation, Foreign Minister Jaishnakar is also expected to visit Moscow later this week, adding another dimension to this delicate diplomatic triangle. So here we are, 5 years after Galwan, New Delhi and Beijing are once again talking peace. The question remains, will this new framework and goodwill truly resolve the border problem, or will history repeat itself? For now, both sides agree that the future of 1/3 of humanity depends on stability, predictable and constructive ties. You are watching KATV India. I am Varsha Venugopal. Thank you for joining us.